I know I'm early, but who cares? Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. We got some stuff to talk about. I want to thank you all for joining. Lunchtime bullies. You know how we do. You know how we keep it rocking. We keep everything in rotation as God intended. Should we be happy for Andy Reid? Let's let it bubble a little bit. Let's let some people come in, man. Let's let it bubble up. Should we be happy for Andy Reid? What's going on? Philadelphia Productions, what's up? Anthony, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I feel like I ain't talked to my people in a long time. What's going on, Raheem? Ofer, what up? What up? Man of God, what up? John, what up? You know, Biggie, what up? What's going on? What's going on, Tyreek? You know what I'm saying? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on with y'all? We need to be happy for Andy, John. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it. What's going on? We got our ring. Let the man have his. I don't know. Nitro Freak say go Niners. I'm not gonna go that far and say go Niners, but I'm going to say, like, should we be happy for Andy Reid? And shout out to my homeboy, man, Philly boy from Texas, man. One of the biggest Eagles fans I know. You know what I mean? Shout out to him, man. He brung something interesting, man. He brung something interesting to my attention. Now, I'm not going to give you no Super Bowl preview about what I think going to happen in the Super Bowl because, it's 2 weeks into the game. You know what I mean? 13 days into the game. I'm not going to give you no, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give you none of that, man. But I will be happy for Shady and I will be happy for Andy Reid if they're able to pull it off. I'll be happy for them. No doubt about that. But at the same time, it's like, as Philadelphia Eagles fans, we always do this. We always do things like this. We're the only ones that claim Reggie White. Now I'm gonna explain that. We are the only ones in our mind as Philadelphia Eagles fans who feel like Reggie White has a special place in our hearts. We're the only ones that feel like Reggie White got a place in our hearts. When the rest of the NFL don't remember Reggie White as an Eagle, that's only us. They remember him as a Packer because he won the Super Bowl with the Packers. They like to kind of erase that part of his history of him being with us out of the picture of the NFL of NFL greatness. They don't remember him for that. And the same way I'm going to say this, man, they're not going to never remember Andy Reid for Andy Reid doing nothing in Philly. If Andy Reid won the championship in Kansas City, he's going to be Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. We the only ones that's going to hold Andy near and dear. Only us. Andy Reid is known as a coach who develops coaches and they move on and they do their thing, but we're the only ones that's holding Andy Reid to this special place. And now Kansas City. You know what I mean? I love Andy Reid, man. He's a chief now, in my opinion. I mean, especially if he win it for him, yeah, he's a chief if he win it for him. He's a chief. Andy recommended Doug to be our head coach. Andy did recommend Doug to be our head coach. He did. But what if Doug would never won nothing for us? You mean I'm happy for Andy. I hope Andy pulls it out. I'm not going to go as far as to say I want the San Francisco 49ers to win it because, I'm kind of torn. At the end of the day, both franchises will have more rings than ours, whoever wins it. I mean, the 49ers already got more rings than us. The Chiefs will have another ring. You know what I mean? So, my bad. Phone call. So, throw me a wrench, bro. I got you. So, Andy Reid. Yes, Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a prolific coach. Andy Reid has done a lot of things. This is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is like only one of 7 coaches to take 2 franchises to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I got respect for Andy Reid in that regard. But at the end of the day, what's going on, Cool Cat? But at the end of the day, Doug Peterson is my coach. Doug Peterson was able to do something that Andy Reid couldn't do for us. Andy Reid had weapons. Y'all got to understand this, man. Andy Reid almost choked in 2 playoff games in a row. The Chiefs was down 24 to the Texans. Then I think they end up being down 17 to the Titans or 10 or something like that to the Titans. If Andy Reid go out there and start slow like he notoriously does in postseasons against this 49ers team, it's a rapsy-scapsy for the Chiefs. Chiefs to win. For Shady, for Andy Reid and stuff like that. But like, Andy Reid is the father of the Philadelphia football anxiety. He's the father of it. Going to all these NFC championship games and not being able to get over the hump. Andy Reid is the birth. Andy Reid is the one who planted this anxiety in our heads to begin with. And then he left because he couldn't get it done. Andy Reid is a model citizen as a coach. But at the end of the day, it's still one more game left. It's still one more game left. The weakest link on the Niners is Jimmy G. That's a fact. Jimmy G is the weakest link on the Niners. I mean, Jimmy G going to have to throw the ball more than 6 times. Jimmy Garoppolo will have to throw the ball more than 6 times, period. Do you think Andy will hold up and get a Kafka interview? I don't know, man. I don't know if Andy is going to hold up a Kafka interview or not. Because you got to think about how this coaching thing goes, man. Why would Andy Reid hold up a Kafka interview? You know what I mean? The apparent successor to Andy Reid, if he decides to move on from the Chiefs this year, should be Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy, however you say his name. Dude should be a coach. The Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator should be a coach. Period. He should be a coach. Dude is the mastermind behind one of the most prolific offenses for the last 2 years. He should be a coach. He's not going to get none of the praise if Andy Reid finally, after like 20-something years, get over the hump. Finally. Eric B should be in Philly. At what capacity? Eric B is an offensive coordinator. He only wants to go up to head coach. Should Eric B replace Doug Peterson? Come on. And what capacity should Eric B be? And what capacity should he be a coach in Philadelphia? He's not going to leave an offensive coordinator job to take another offensive coordinator job somewhere else. That don't make no sense unless he get fired. But the Super Bowl going to be lit. Nonetheless, the Super Bowl is going to be an amazing game. Best offense versus the best defense. It's going to be an amazing game. Somebody got to break. Somebody has to. Somebody's will be broken in this Super Bowl. The Chiefs will win 27-23 final. I think both teams scoring over 30. Jimmy G can throw. Watch his shootout with the Saints. I'm not going to shootout with the Saints. Everybody wants to point out the shootout with the Saints when it comes to Jimmy G. I'm not interested in that. Because Jimmy G knew in that Saints game that he was playing next week. He knew what it was he was playing next week. Where's the shootout in the playoffs that you're going to have to win? Patrick Mahomes shooting it out every round coming from behind. Where's the shoot? You're going to have to win. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Now, even Nick Foles was tested in the Super Bowl. It was a shootout. Now, I'm not trying to say Jimmy G not good, but I ain't seen Jimmy G with all the marbles on the table yet. I need this Jimmy G with a little more pressure on him. The Packers sweet. The Eagles could have beat the Packers yesterday or Sunday. The Packers are sweet. Come on. Sweet meat in the village. Who did the Niners play before that? Did they play the Seahawks? Who did the Niners play before that? I don't even know. The 49ers, the Hawks. Yeah, they played the Hawks. I'm telling you, if Wentz stay healthy, they played the Vikings. Packers trash. Packers can't stop the run at all. Doesn't need pressure when his defense is leading. We're going to see which wins championships. Is it going to be defense or offense? This answers that question for me. Even though I know the answer, Packers played this. Why everybody saying the Vikings or the Seahawks? Who put the Vikings out of the playoffs? I forgot. Is if Mostert not running for 200. I'm gonna tell you why he's not running for 200 against the Chiefs, because the Chiefs held that relentless robot that played for the Tennessee Titans in check. That dude is a relentless robot. They held that running back in check. So come on, man. Mostert is only 190 something pounds. They're gonna stop the run and make Jimmy G beat them. And Jimmy G got the weapons to do it. Deebo Samuels is a goon. I love Deebo Samuels. Niners put the Vikings out. Okay, yeah, Niners put the Vikings out. The Packers kicked the Vikings out. What? Do we not know what happened in the playoffs? I'm not going to be mad at y'all because I don't even remember. This was the fastest playoffs, the fastest playoffs that I've ever witnessed. You know what I mean? Tennessee is dangerous here. I don't know about that. Tyrann Mathieu ain't having ain't none of that. He not. Them dudes shut down RoboCop. They shut down RoboCop, man. I thought Derrick Henry couldn't be stopped. And they was able to slow him down. Mozart, I don't see it happening for Mozart. Not against the Chiefs. 49ers eliminated the Vikings. Cool. Bro, the Vikings lost to San Francisco. Okay. What's going on? Now my last video that I put out, it kind of talks about how I feel like the Eagles could possibly strategize this draft by taking a cornerback first. You know what I'm saying? The talent pool for wide receivers is so deep in this upcoming draft that if you got the opportunity to pick up a generational talent at cornerback at 21st, I think you got to go for it. I would be highly disappointed if the 21st pick is like a lineman. Yo, long time no live feed. Nah, I'll be around. I would be highly disappointed. But we about to start ramping it back up. I've been busy, man. I've been busy working on stuff for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But we about to ramp it up. Andy gonna run the ball down by 10 with 4 minutes. Book it. I don't know what Andy gonna do, man. But Andy, man, that's Andy business. He ain't our coach no more. Me too, LB. We be listen, I would be mad if we don't pick a wide receiver or a cornerback in the first round with the 21st pick. I would be upset. It's very possible that the Eagles will do something crazy like go get a linebacker or go do something wildly ridiculous. It got to be wide receiver and it got to be cornerback. I'm thinking more cornerback because there's not a lot of cornerbacks available in free agency and there's not a lot of cornerbacks in the draft. I ain't mad if you go wide receiver, but it got to be one or the other. I don't want to get no replacement for somebody that we're going to bring back. I don't want to do that. We need at least 2 wideouts. You're right. You need at least 2 wideouts. I don't care if you reach at the wide receiver position. I don't care if you pick a wide receiver that was going to be there in the second round for you. I don't care. If you believe in a guy that much and you pick him, I'm all for that. But you got to pick out of those 2 position pools, wide receiver and cornerback. You cannot do anything else. You do not. You don't pick no center. I don't care if Kelsey talking about retiring. Don't pick no center. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. If they don't draft a wide receiver or a cornerback, then everybody needs to reevaluate this. Everybody who got a hand in the drafting process, including Doug Peterson. You can get a wide receiver in the second and the third. Don't pick a D lineman either. No, but you know we're notorious for doing stuff like that. We notorious for doing stuff like that. How is it in Maryland? Cold. No Green Bay, San Francisco, Arizona, huh? No trading up. I mean, you could trade up. I'm not mad if you trade a second round pick to move up to like 10th. I'm not mad about that. But it's all listen, man. This is what the Philadelphia Eagles got to realize. From pick number 1 to 21, it's going to be 2 quarterbacks taken, Tua and Burrow. What's the kid, the edge rusher that everybody's so in love with? That the Giants went so bad, the edge rusher. He's going to be going first. Or Chase Young, yeah. It's going to be Tua, Burrow, and Chase Young. That's going to take 3 off. You're going to get that wide receiver Judy is going. Deebo Samuel is going. That's 5 people gone. So now you got 18 picks before it gets to you. The Philadelphia Eagles have to understand that people need so many other things. Bruh. So many other things. There's going to be a slew of wide receivers and a slew of cornerbacks available by the time they get to 21. Everybody don't need what we need. I think we need a backup quarterback. We don't need no backup quarterback. Carson Wentz is healthy. Carson Wentz is good. I'm not trying to hear we need a backup quarterback because Carson Wentz took a dirty hit. I don't agree with that. We don't need no backup quarterback. We might need to trade up. We don't need to trade up. I'm going to do an extensive breakdown on a lot of these wide receivers that everybody keeps saying we should get. Like Laviska Shenault. Maybe y'all just like his name or something, but Laviska Shenault, I mean, a lot of these dudes don't even got a lot of receptions, man. And I'm looking at dudes like Michael Pittman Jr., who's 4th in receptions in the nation. You know what I mean? I'm looking at dudes like that, and nobody not even talking about Michael Pittman. You know what I mean? Break out the whiteboard for free agency in the draft. You already know. I might live stream for the draft. Jimmy G was a backup. Yeah, Jimmy G was a backup, but Carson Wentz don't need no backup quarterback. You know what I mean? Bro, they still on this quarterback stuff. Carson is legit. He took a dirty hit, bro. He took a dirty hit. He took a dirty hit. Don't let the media manipulate y'all. Henry Ruggs. I like Henry Ruggs. I'm not mad if you go grab Henry Ruggs at 21. I'm not mad. But you know the Philadelphia Eagles don't get who the fans say we need to go get. They don't get him. KJ Hamler, I'm not sold on KJ Hamler. I'm sorry. He's fast, yeah, but he's small. He's small. I would draft a linebacker in the 3rd or the 4th. I like McKinney and Gladney. I like Gladney. So are we expecting Alshon Jeffries to come back? Alshon Jeffries need to come back, whether y'all like it or not. Alshon Jeffries need to come back, and I think he is going to come back because Alshon Jeffries took a pay cut and restructured a clause in his deal that they got to bring him back. You know what I mean? He negotiated to come back this season. If he didn't make that negotiation, he'll probably be gone. But being as though he's forced to come back, and you want some, and you want, if you're going to draft a wide receiver, so you want this young guy to learn under Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson. That kind of hindered Arcega-Whiteside. He was unable to learn how Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey prepare because they was out. He was unable to learn how these dudes move because, he had to learn from Nelson Aguilar. You know what I mean? I think that kind of hindered him. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He got a rare opportunity to whoever we draft to come in and learn from some OGs who made their bones in the league. You know what I mean? Everybody, all these young dudes look up to Alshon Jeffrey. You know what I mean? Alshon borderline diva. Alshon, I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say Alshon no diva. I never heard no complaints of Alshon complaining for the ball. I wish he would have at times. Why are we trying to get rid of Alshon? We're trying to get rid of Alshon because Alshon is the popular thing to do. That's what everybody is saying, to get rid of Alshon Jeffrey. I don't agree with getting rid of Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey is very productive when he's healthy. Very productive. Alshon Jeffrey not looking to be no number one. Alshon Jeffrey looking to contribute to an elite wide receiver core where the ball gets spread around. Alshon Jeffrey gets open. You can say he's slow. You can say whatever. He got hands. He get open. He's big. He uses his body. He makes possession catches. I like Alshon Jeffrey. Especially since you're not bringing Nelson Aguilar back. James Rodriguez was timed out for what? Ruggs or Jalen Rager can learn from Deshaun Jackson. Jalen Rager, I'm not a fan of that guy. He's a punt returner. That's a punt returner. Y'all got to realize that some of these guys are good wide receivers until they get to the league and they can't run routes at an elite level and they end up being on a punt return squad. Every wide receiver ain't going to be a wide receiver in the league. You know what I mean? Eagles have no business trading up for anyone this draft. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If you can trade up and get that cornerback Xavier, what is his name? Xavier McKinney. If you can get that dude, you need to trade up and get him. If you could trade up and get a CeeDee Lamb, you need to trade up and get him. Come on. If you got the 21st pick, there's always room to trade up. Alshon looks like Dez now. Whoa, disagree. Alshon can get separation. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, are we watching what's happening? Alshon Jeffrey was hurt since we got him. You know what I mean? How we moving up regardless. I don't think how we going to move up because I don't think there's a real need to do it. What's up with the offensive coordinator? We just waiting. We in the waiting game. We in the end game now. As Dr. Strange would say, we in the end game now. We just waiting. So he won't get healthier. Alshon wasn't even bad, bro. Dude was broken. He wasn't bad at all. He wasn't bad. I vividly remember seeing him dismantle the Dolphins. A game we should have won. Is Arcega-Whiteside a bust? Next year will tell us that. Because with Nelson Aguilar out of the picture, Arcega-Whiteside got another opportunity to step up. I don't think Arcega-Whiteside should get more playing time than Ward. I don't think so. Ruggs is the guy to draft. It appears to be that way. I like Henry Ruggs. And the NFL is much more physical than college, man. Y'all like looking at these guys who weigh in like 180 and stuff like that at the wide receiver position. Can some of these dudes take a hit? I truly believe they'll move up. They'll move on from Alshon. The quote, when he's healthy, has always been the question. But from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Alshon Jeffrey has something in his clause for this season that they cannot move on from him. They have to play him this season. He has to play this season because he restructured his contract. So I don't think we can move on from Alshon Jeffrey. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the notion of even thinking that we can when he has it in his contract that they can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not true. Okay, that's what I've been reading. That's what I've been reading. What do I think about Mark and Michelle? We got to move on from that. That's what I think about it. Ruggs is 6 foot. Ruggs is 6 foot. I like Ruggs. Lord B, where are you in the Super Bowl? Watching at home or with friends? Probably watching by myself. We're keeping Alshon. Carson went to bat for him. I think you got to keep Alshon, man. Do we keep Mills? I think Mills might be gone. I think Jalen might be gone. When I feel like Jalen shouldn't be the one, I feel like it should probably be if I gotta choose between Jalen Mills and Rasul Douglas, I mean it's not that hard of a decision. I would take Jalen Mills, but you can't keep both of them, I don't think. What position would you say is priority in the first round? Me, I'm saying cornerback is priority in the first round because there's so many wide receivers available. Henry Ruggs, I don't even think Henry Ruggs is going in the first round. I don't think he's going in the first round. Y'all gotta understand how these drafts work. Hollywood Brown, DK Metcalf. They was talking a lot about these guys. These guys slid down. These guys slid. Dudes slide down because people make different decisions on draft night. These guys slid down. So everybody that we looking at as prospects, a lot of these guys are not going to go early. So Howie Roseman and the guys that's picking these picks have another decision that they're going to have to make. You got to just make the right decision. Do your homework. We had the opportunity. We had Arthego Whiteside and we had DK Metcalf. They made a decision that makes no sense to me to this day. Because what would you say that Howie Roseman based that decision off? He liked the kid. He liked the kid in the interview. The kid was polite. The kid came to the interview. They spoke to him. He had his shirt tucked in. That shit don't help you on a football field. When DK Metcalf is out there bench pressing 225 like 40 times as a wide receiver, that's lineman strength. DK Metcalf is out there running like a 4.4, 2% body fat. That's what wins football games. His high jump was legit off the charts. That's what wins football games. 4.3, okay, my bad. Olympic speed at that size. That's what wins football games. Not because somebody looks good. Come on, bruh. Come on. And then you let him go to the Seahawks and the Seahawks crunch us. What's the combine for if you're not going to take those measurables into consideration? He benched more than Arthego Whiteside. He ran the 40 faster than Arthego Whiteside. He jumped further and higher than Arthego Whiteside. He looked more explosive out the breaks in the drills than Arthego Whiteside. Where do you base this decision off? Because what do y'all think? I go to Stanford? What do you base this decision off? I don't get it, and I'll never get it to this day. What are you even sending scouts to the combine for if you're going to go in there like you're trying to pass a sobriety test? Guessing on who you should get. Don't get me in my bag. Don't get me in my bag with the Arthego Whiteside pick again. Don't get me in my bag. Ruggs runs a 4.2, bro. Look it up. I don't care. Gotta be personal. What's going on, bro? I don't care. I don't care if Ruggs runs a 4.2. I don't care if he runs a 4.2. I don't care. Speed kills, yeah, it kills. We got to see Ruggs' measurables, man. You got to see his measurables. You know what I mean? And I was saying that about DK Metcalf. Let me see his measurables. I saw the measurables at the combine. I was blown away. I was jumping for him. I went on live. I'll never forget. I went on live. Why are you so high on DK Metcalf? I'm like, shit, I saw the combine. Ain't that what it's for? How's Uncle Leroy? Uncle Leroy chilling, doing this thing. Uncle Leroy chilling. I just saw Uncle Leroy the other day. DK can't run routes. He just a deep threat. Drew, stop. Drew, stop. Stop, Drew, stop. 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 DK could do anything any wide receiver can do, bro. Just stop. We still hate DK for what? We would have got blown out the first meeting from the Seahawks if DK ain't dropped them passes. Speed. We want speed, right? We don't care if he can run a route. He can outrun anybody on the field. At this point, DK is faster than Deshaun Jackson at this stage in both of their careers. We can get Michael Pittman in the second. No need to jump the gun on him in the first. I think you can get Michael Pittman in the second, but I wouldn't be surprised if I else take him. Let's stop talking about DK. It's past us now. It's past you. It's past you. Because I thought it was past me till he put me out the playoffs. Come on, bro. You think Howie ain't thinking about that? Hamler from Penn State. I think Hamler too. DK catches more than 10 passes over a season. That's what I'm saying. DK can't run routes, but can Arcega-Whiteside run routes? Can Arcega-Whiteside run routes? No. What is Arcega-Whiteside? What is Arcega-Whiteside's strong suit? What's his strong suit? He could block. What is his strong suit? Now, I'm not gonna beat up on him too bad. Jerry Jeudy. I like Jerry Jeudy. I really like Jerry Jeudy. He can run some routes. The defense needs a facelift. I think the only way you give this defense a facelift is if you go take you a lockdown corner number one. And you throw him out there immediately. JJ had 10 catches the whole year. You're absolutely correct. Andy gonna choke it away. I don't know what Andy gonna do, man. I don't know what Andy gonna do. But draft strategy, man. Not to go on a rant about picks we missed on, man. You know, excuse me for that. Draft strategy is very important this year because it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent, but it's not a lot of talent that's at the cornerback position. It's not a lot of talent. Brunson, your comeback is what I say? What I say? What's going on, Cassius? What's up with you? What do you think about Jason Garrett? Jason Garrett, the Cowboys' old coach? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mike Evans, what's going on? What's going on? What about Mike Evans? Yeah, I like Mike Evans, but we can't get him. If we wanted a blocking wide receiver, we should have kept Hollins. Right. Right. We sacrificed Hollins. We like Arcega-Whiteside is responsible for the sacrificing of Mac Hollins. He got sacrificed. I'm taking DB for first pick. I like the notion of a cornerback first. Allen from the Chargers. Keenan Allen, a free agent. Rent shop open. Take that, Will. Take that with you. Mike Evans is like Alshon Jeffrey. No. Mike Evans reminds me of Randy Moss. Allen hurt all the time. Yeah, Allen do. I mean, if you're gonna go get Keenan Allen, you might as well go get AJ Green. No, he's not as fast as Randy Moss. No, he's not as fast. But the route running and the size and just you know, wow. You know what I mean? Could wait on a wide receiver in the second round. I think we can too. A lot of these guys ain't going first. A lot of these guys ain't going in the first. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. If I'm the Eagles, I would entertain trading like a second and a third to move up to get 2 first-round picks. If you can get like the 21st and like the 20, like if you can get like the 21st and the 25th or something like that, I would do it. And be done with your key pieces immediately. JJ Triller, you alive? You alive? I ain't seen you since we beat the Cowboys. What? Oh, come on, Mike. Let JJ talk. Cause finally, who would make that trade? Somebody who don't see nothing for themselves in the beginning of the second round. Somebody who don't see nothing for themselves in the beginning of the second round would make that trade. Now, if you got the fifth round, if you got the fifth pick in the second round, you would possibly trade with the Eagles. If you got the 21st pick and something crazy, if you got a late first round pick and a high second round pick, I think you'll trade with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I think you'll do it to get more picks. The draft is deep. No, we're not signing Slay. We're not signing Slay. We're not signing Slay. We don't sign them type of players for some reason. I mean, we got a chance to sign anybody, man. We can sign anybody if they want to come. We got an enemy on base with Triller, man. I don't know what's up with JJ Triller. You come out here and you want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? When some of you Dallas Cowboys dudes ain't even pay y'all tab yet. They ain't pay y'all tab from losing the division at our hands. They ain't pay y'all tab. Some of y'all have made other arrangements. But come on, Jay Triller. Come on. Armstead or Jones to pair with Cox. No, we're not looking for no defensive lineman. I'm sorry. I don't want no defensive lineman until like the 4th, 5th round. You know what I mean? Take that, Elliott. We need an end and a defensive tackle. Triller hasn't been seen since week 16. I haven't seen anything from Jay Triller. Like a lot of these Dallas Cowboys fans. I ain't saw nothing from them since we put them boys out the playoffs with practice squad players. Practice squad players. You know what I mean? They don't even exist to us no more. Mike McCarthy going to drive that train into the dirt. We're going to win the division again. And if anybody want to bet it, bet. Sup, Lil Brunson? Can I get a wrench, bro? I got you, Halim. We need a legit corner and a legit wide receiver. I agree. Tyler John, what about him? We need a safety. Listen, we need a cornerback and a wide receiver. Probably 2 of each. And then we can start looking at other positions. Mike McCarthy ain't winning the East as long as he Dallas coach. No, Mike McCarthy not winning the East. He's not winning the East. I can see the Giants sweeping Dallas. No sweeping Dallas next year. We need somebody to help out Cox on that D-line. We do, but we don't need to draft him. We don't need to draft him. We need to find an available defensive tackle. We don't need to draft him. We don't need to spend our draft picks on the defensive line. We got Malik Jackson coming back. Good point. Linebackers too. Ain't Camus and Bradham leaving. We do need linebackers. I agree with you, Rugo. We do need linebackers. We need some good linebackers, man. Good linebackers. We got to see how a bunch of stuff unfold. Because if Malcolm Jenkins leave or he hold out crazy like that and you don't bring McLeod back, you need a safety now. You will need a safety. The middle linebacker from Clemson is going to be a top 10, probably. But I'm going to get out of here, man. Official video coming later, man. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys want to come out of, you know. Cowboys dudes should be making a lot of videos right now. Because in the months of January, y'all don't got nothing else to do. Y'all don't play around this time of the season. The usual Cowboy season ended like 3 weeks ago. Y'all don't play around this time of the season. You know what I mean? So this is when y'all get y'all juicy content out. Yeah. So y'all can hate on everybody else. All the Cowboys right now, the Cowboys are going to just hate on the 49ers because the 49ers got a chance to get, and that's been the Cowboys slogan for like 6 years. The quest for 6. You know what I mean? That's all they going to do is hate on the 49ers for 2 weeks. And if the 49ers win, they going to button it up and shut up. Do you think Douglas could convert to safety? I think he can. I think if you lose Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney and McLeod, you got to bring Jalen Mills back as a safety. As a safety, you got to bring Jalen Mills back. Mark Holmes is a hater. Bonafide. But I'm out of here, man. We're going to get to it, man, in the official video, man. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. Thank you guys for, coming to lunchtime with the bullies, man.